I don't want to work a customer service job. I don't want to work a retail job. Matter of fact, I don't want to work fast food. I don't want to work a warehouse job. And I don't want to work in an office.
I'm angry. I'm actively angry. Every time I come to my job, I'm angry.
I'm sorry, but a 4-stage interview process to earn £28,000 is a mockery. And then some. 28k you want people to do 4 interviews for. You're not working to save lives. You're not working for Louis Walsh. You're just sitting in an office and you have to do 4 interviews for that. I don't understand what's going on with the job climate. I really don't.
Alright, so by now we probably all know how bad the job market is. Most of these jobs are underpaying their employees. Some places won't let you get the job if you don't have the experience, and others won't let you get the job if you have too much experience. At this point, there's really no way to win with the way the job market is in 2025. Now, I had you guys send me a bunch of different videos of people working dead-end jobs, making videos on TikTok ranting. So we're going to go ahead and watch these videos together and react to them. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Stressed out. Every time I come here, I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm actively angry. Every time I come to my job, I'm angry. So
you know it's getting bad when you go to work mad.
Child, y'all know them corporate
and you don't even be knowing why you're mad. You
them
just
the fat grannies are
just they're mad.
Worse. Like, they are so worse because, like, they need this motherfucking job. Like, they need this motherfucker. And they're really, like, their attitudes are so nasty. So I don't even deal with them. But I pray I can just, like, really believe in myself and go after what I need to go after so I can get out this fucking situation. But I'm in a really fucked up situation where I go to a job every day that I fucking hate. I hate this place. I absolutely hate my job. It makes me angry. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't have the courage to just stop coming, I guess. I don't know. I took 2 weeks off to focus on my mental health. Finally get back, my coworker hits me in the head. Hits me in the head so motherfucking hard that my bottle fell. Now, the Chicago girl in me want to turn around and say, who the fuck just hit me? But I let it go. And then when I saw him, what the fuck make you think you can put your hands on me? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a nigga. You might identify as something else. I don't know. But you're a man at the end of the day. Don't ever fucking put your hands on me. So now I'm going to go to HR.
Reported to HR real quick.
Oh, and I have a fear of going to HR because last time I went to HR, I got fired. I went to HR by my coworker calling me a nigga. They fired me. I don't give a fuck if they fire me this time. Because this time I'm going
straight to
the unemployment office, okay?
Ding me in my head.
I hate this fucking job.
And I ain't do nothing. Crazy.
The thought that I have been waiting to voice my opinion on for a long time. I don't want to work a customer service job. I don't want to work a retail job. Matter of fact, I don't want to work fast food. I don't want to work a warehouse job. And I don't want to work in an office.
This is why there's so many entrepreneurs out there.
Okay? And listen,
inspiring
you can say what you want, but I'd rather be a tradesman breaking my body just so I can earn money to feed myself and the people I live with. I'd rather do that because that's actually fulfilling work. Because you can actually see what you're working towards. In a retail setting, it is the definition of a dead-end job with there's
no way to go.
Zero progression.
There's no way up.
Zero.
Unless you're the type of person who's working at a retail store, fast food chain, something like that, and you see yourself wanting to own one of those, own a franchise or something, there's nothing you're working towards. You're going to work every day, doing the same thing, working for the same pay. You might get a raise every other year. But other than that, you're not working for anything that's going to help you grow in the future. Like he said, it's a dead-end job. You'll be working that job for 30, 40 years, doing the same exact thing, making the same amount of money, with nowhere to go. It's insane, guys. It's insane that this is what the job market has come to. And it's even crazier to think that some states haven't even caught up with the minimum wage. So there's some states out there that are paying people $6, $7 for minimum wage. Maybe the person gets $10 for starting, but what is that going to do for working 80 hours a week and you got bills? You got 2 bills that are $400 each. What is that going to do for you? I'll tell you, it doesn't do nothing. At this point, something needs to change, and they need to do better.
Lowest possible price they can pay you and reasonably get away with it. Nobody wants that job. Nobody cares about retail jobs or fast food jobs. It's just a job for people who are in between certain important parts of their life, who are
trying to survive,
who are trying to accomplish a bigger goal. I feel like these companies that are hiring and are making it so difficult to actually work that job, I feel like that's not the message they're getting. Like, maybe we shouldn't put out that, oh yeah, we're hiring, when we're actually not. Because this is just making people more frustrated with the job market instead of actually getting us employees. How about people realize that the shitty jobs that nobody really wants to work and that doesn't pay shit, people are actually want better. Most of the time, that's not the job that people want. Actually, 95% of the time,
Nobody wants that job.
Thinking, I want to be a fast food employee. I want to serve smiles.
But most people, that's all they can get.
About serving smiles. They're trying to get their bread up. They're trying to live a nice life, and they're trying to work a job that actually gives them meaning and a sense of purpose in this world, besides just flipping burgers or cashing people out at a fucking retail store. I do want better for myself. I'm not gonna work these lame jobs that, oh, you should get a job. I'm not gonna work this lame job. I'd rather be jobless and struggling but happy than actually be hurting my health, my life, and ruining my mental just so I can make a couple dollars so I can pay for all this cool stuff. I'd rather be broke and look broke but be happy than be happy, be like tired and annoyed and actually out of my mind with money. Because yeah, sure, you can make the argument, oh yeah, that money's gonna help me live a better life in the future. But I can also earn money. I can also, I feel like people fail to realize I can also get a job that gives me meaning without having to bust my ass.
These employees don't understand that nobody wants to work these jobs. They have to work these jobs. That's their way of surviving. We have bills to pay. We have family to feed. So without the job, we can't do none of that. So sometimes we're forced to go ahead and work at that retail store, that fast food chain, restaurant, whatever it is, just so we can make ends meet. That doesn't mean we like that job, though, and these employers don't realize that.
But a 4-stage interview process to earn £28,000 is a mockery. And then some. 28k you want people to do 4 interviews for. You're not working to save lives.
What is that in USD?
You're not working for Louis Walsh. You're just sitting in an office and you have to do 4 interviews for that. I don't understand what's going on with the job climate. I really
Either
don't.
Way, it doesn't sound
I don't
like
know what's going on with the job market in London. People on 28k in London barely have a pot to piss in, and you're making people go through 4 stages.
Oh, it's $28,000.
4 stages. What? Why is this normalized? Why do I need to go through more than 2, even more than 1?
I need $28,000 just for 4 months of living.
To sit in an office. 4 stages. 4 to live.
That's how high rent prices and bill prices and the cost of surviving is. That's absolutely not going to last somebody a year.
I remember there was a time I was trying to apply for an internship and they're asking me for experience. They want experience to get the experience. How does that make any sense whatsoever? Just say you don't want to recruit people and call it a day. But you're asking for impossible things.
Yeah.
You might as well ask me to turn into a unicorn if you're going to ask me for experience. For the experience.
You know, it's no surprise people don't want to work these days. Because even the ones working are struggling. It seems like the ones who aren't working have the most fun. So why would I want to go to work?
Don't fall into that narrative that people are trying to paint on social media. Just because it look like they're having fun doesn't mean they're not struggling behind the scenes, right? You're struggling out in the open. Everybody can see it. Those people are hiding it. They're making it seem like they're living life, taking trips, eating good every night. But when they go home at night and they look at their bank account, they feel it. They feel it. But we don't realize that because we're looking from the outside in. So don't fall for that.
I just don't understand it. Sure, some people have success at their jobs. They love it. Maybe that's who they're supposed to be. But, you know, what about the rest of us who just pretty much know we're not meant for the job? What are we supposed to do? Just suffer?
Gotta find your calling.
Like, I don't get it. Did they ever take into account maybe I'm not, you know, the job's not good enough for me? It's not a possibility, huh? We're just all supposed to grow up and want to work for somebody, huh? That's what they trained us in school for?
Jobs always adding to the rules, but never adding to the pay. You mean to tell me I gotta learn 35,000 different policies and deal with new policies, and you don't want to give me extra 75 cents? Charlene, please.
The fact that I've been working since I was 15 years old and I don't have the money to show for it has me fucked up. I don't want to work no more. Why do you do
That's
this,
the worst
Jose?
feeling.
Why?
That feeling when you realize how hard you've been working, all the things that you've been doing all this time, and realize that you don't really have anything to show for it, that feeling sucks. Because I've been there. I've realized that a couple times where I just thought like, dang, I've been working this hard and I have nothing to show for it. All right, I know we all have been there. So with the way the job market is nowadays, it kind of leaves you there forever. It puts you in that position to the point where you're always going to be thinking that. 15 years down the line, you're going to be thinking, I worked this hard for the last 15 years. For what? That's what the job market is doing. It's stamping everybody in that spot where they end up realizing, I worked all these hours. I've been working so hard for this company, doing all these things for them, for these people, and they did nothing for me. I have nothing to show for it. It's crazy, guys, that this is where we at with things now. This is the way things are now.
To everybody that's been working since they were 15, 16, y'all sick of this shit yet, or is it just me? Because I'm about tired of this shit and about over it. Anywho, I got my nails done on Sunday.
I know I'm not the only one just tired as hell trying to make all of this content on TikTok, get monetized, try to change the trajectory in my family with finances, trying to break generational curses, just doing too much. Like, bruh, I am so exhausted, and plus I'm not getting enough sleep through the night because I keep trying to check my analytics. Like, am I the only one here?
There's a lot of people out there that are going through that, trying to change the way they're living. They don't want to work a 9 to 5 no more, so they're looking at content creation as the way out, trying to monetize all their platforms, doing all these things to try to get paid on social media. The only thing with that is it takes time. Sometimes it takes a long time. Some people, in those rare cases, they blow up overnight. It happens, right? But in most cases, it takes some time. So it will leave you stressed. It will leave you tired. That will happen. That comes with it. But the only thing I can say is push through it. Push through it, because every content creator that's successful right now will tell you they had those days where they thought like that. They had those downs where they was tired, they was depressed, stressed, all those things. But I promise they looked back on it and thought it was worth it. So use that as motivation. Don't give up just because you're tired. Don't give up because it's not paying out. It's not paying out yet. Keep pushing, because eventually it's gonna pay off. It might take some time, but when that time comes, you're gonna look back at that day when you was tired or kind of almost wanting to give up, and you're gonna think, thank God I didn't give up. So yeah, remember that.
So, like, I'm not giving up, but bro, I am so tired. And I think the thing is, resilience isn't always the answer. Sometimes you should just pack it up, and I think you have to know when it's time to quit. But in my particular season I'm in, it isn't time to quit, which means that I have to persist, I have to persevere, and
just stay consistent.
It is difficult, though. I think, you know, a lot of us struggle with this reality of like instant gratification because we're doing the work now. So it's like, I would like the results now. I'm tired now. I would like some form of relief now. And I think it's even harder when all of the things you are working toward don't have a definitive end date or a definitive date that you're actually going to see the result.
Look, I don't want to keep stopping the video, but I know a lot of people have troubles with this. When it comes to that instant gratification feeling where they feel like they deserve it because they worked for it. A lot of people, they work 40 hours a week. Some people working 60 hours a week. So they feel like after doing all those hours, they deserve to go have fun. And a lot of people end up going into debt because they feel like they deserve to do that. Which, you know, sometimes we do deserve it. But at the end of the day, what's better? Going into debt or making sure that your finances are straight for the long term? Right? You can take a couple weeks not doing something good for yourself and putting money in the bank. You don't always got to go on a trip. You don't always got to eat nice. You don't always got to go somewhere fun. You don't always got to do that. Just putting money in the bank can be an instant gratification for some people. putting money away that you didn't think you could put away is a feeling that most people don't even have. So doing that can change the way you think about things. You don't always gotta go do the most just to feel like you did something that was worth it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I know a lot of people struggle with that. So yeah, let's get right back into it.
To enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I'm at a current season where I'm just laboring. And I think it's been an interesting adjustment for me because I no longer subscribe to hustle culture, but I think that still comes with recognition that there are certain points or phases of your life where you do have to put your head down and just put in the work that's necessary. And so that mental balance is difficult too, because I want to make sure that I'm not burning out, but I also want to make sure that I'm not taking a passive approach when I have very active goals and dreams. But it's hard, and I know that I'm not alone, but there is a large portion of what I'm pursuing that is extremely personal. And I'm doing my best to not give up, but it also doesn't seem like any point of relief is on the horizon. And that's hard too.
All I can say is that sign of relief usually doesn't show itself. It usually just comes out of nowhere. So if you're looking for that sign, it probably won't pop up. All you got to do is just know that you're doing something right. You're doing things right. You're being patient. You're staying consistent. You're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. So eventually you're going to get that. You're going to get that relief. But as of right now, just keep pushing through.
I'm kind of irritated because I literally just drove almost an hour to come donate plasma. Spent 2 hours inside the plasma center filling out paperwork and watching videos just for them to prick my finger and be like, my H levels or whatever are too low and I can't give a donation today. Mind you, I was depending on that donation to be able to pay my rent today. So I'm just irritated and lost today. And I'm just over it. I'm over today as a whole. I just want to I want to cry. And I kind of just want to I don't even know.
It's crazy that it's getting to the point where people have to donate plasma just to try to get some money to pay for their bills. These jobs are literally not paying enough to their employees that people are having to resort to these type of things just to get some money. And it's crazy. And the fact that she had to depend on that just to try to pay her bills makes this even crazier. This just shows you that the job market is rigged and things honestly just need a change.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm always $200 short on something. I think I'm doing it wrong. What is going on? How do you get the coins these days? My titties look good. I be out here doing everything. Side jobs, front jobs, quick hustles, side hustles, little hustles, big hustles. Still $200 down.
A lot of you need money management
working
skills.
So many
That's
jobs.
what it is.
I don't know what day it is half of the time, what time it is, what job I'm supposed to be at. I just know I need the $200. 2024 was an interesting year. I say so many motherfucking times. I want to go back to quarantine. Hopefully that's the cough to go back.
A lot of people nowadays, I feel like they just struggle with money management skills. On top of these jobs not paying enough, a lot of people don't know how to manage their finances. So if you're not getting paid enough and you don't know how to manage the money that you're getting paid, you probably won't have money. The people who know how to manage their money, you can have a job where you're not getting paid nothing. And if you know how to manage your money right, you know exactly what you need for everything. So you won't ever be short. If you don't know how to do that, it will be tough. So a big piece of advice for everybody is learn how to manage your finances. That's going to be the best thing you do in 2025, even if you're not making a lot of money. If you can learn how to manage $100 and know that you need $20 for this, $30 for this, $50 for this, you know exactly what you need to pay. You know how to manage your money. You won't ever come into that moment where you're like, I'm short, because you know exactly what you have. You know how to manage it.
Now, if there is one thing that I have learned after being a single mother, it's I'm going to figure out how to make something shake. 40, 60, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. I have $87 to my name. I've been filling out job applications every single day, all fucking day. I had to split my phone bill payment up into two, and I have one installment that's due tomorrow for about $125. And then on the 3rd, I have to make a car payment. Now, I was going to DoorDash, but I'm locked out of my DoorDash account for some reason. So what did I do? I signed up for Instacart. I was approved within 2 hours, and then I started shopping immediately. Almost 4, and I'm at about $75. So my phone bill,
going to get
halfway
that money.
paid. If you are a single mom and you are stressed about money,
Some people don't have this drive. A lot of people don't have this type of drive where they think, if I don't got it, I got to get it. Not many people think like that. A lot of people out there think, if I don't got it, I don't know what to do. This is the type of mindset you're supposed to have. If you don't have it, you got to go get it. And the only way you're going to get it is by going out and finding a way. Like she did. She went out and did Instacart. She tried to do DoorDash, couldn't do it, found another way. You have to be willing to do that. That's the only way you're going to see some sort of results and change the position that you're in right now. Because if you don't, you're just going to keep coasting on the same path that you're on right now.
you don't know what the fuck you're gonna do next. Breathe in, breathe out, and get creative. Do you know what I did over the summer when I was fired for the first time ever in my life? I started a little cookie business. And I remember there was one Friday I made $500 in cookie sales. $500. Be resourceful. Use the phone that you have in your hand all damn day long and learn how to make money from it. Stop using it and scrolling mindlessly on TikTok, because that's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Stop. Aren't you tired of working? I'm tired too. I don't want to drop ship. I don't want to do Etsy. Bro, I don't want to do digital program marketing, whatever the fuck that shit is, bro. Like, what's the new sauce? What are we doing? Like, what's the new vibe for 2025 that anybody could do and we could really make some money? Everybody is selling a course. I don't want to pay for a course, bro. Like, lead somebody the right way. What are you over here charging $4.95 for? And I understand, shit doesn't happen overnight. Nothing is a get-rich-quick scheme. Like, I get it, but at the same time, we're tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm making this video because I'm tired. 9 to 5s are cool. It pays the bill. I've been doing it my whole life. But at the same time, I'm trying to go to Dubai, bro. I need an AP, bust down. Like, something got to give.
You don't
Rent
need
is getting
that.
higher. We can't do shit. We can't go nowhere. Just going outside is $200, bro. And even though I don't think this is all the way true, it still feels like everything is oversaturated. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's pushing the same shit from 2-3 years ago. We already have enough streamers. We already have enough content creators. We already have YouTubers. We already have vloggers. Like, we already got everything. We already got influencers. We already got everything.
We don't have enough.
What I'm gonna go do? Tint windows? Like, bro, what's the new shit? It's social media too. With this phone, but we can make $1 million.
There will always be room for somebody to become a content creator, hop on YouTube, become a TikToker, do anything that you want to do on social media. There's always going to be a room. No matter how many people are doing it, you can always find a little path to put yourself in. Don't ever think that just because there's 1 million people doing streaming that you can't stream. You might be that 1 in a million that does something different, because not everybody's going to be doing the same thing. And if you know yourself, then you know what you got to do that's different from the rest. Now, does it guarantee that you're going to be successful doing it? Maybe not, but you got to try, because if you don't try, you never know. If you want to change the direction your life is going in, you have to be the one to do it, and nobody else is going to do it for you. So if that means going out and doing something that you never thought you'd be doing, streaming, creating content, digital marketing, Etsy, whatever it is, you have to give it a try, because you never know if you're going to be the one to see success. Just because they didn't see success doesn't mean you won't see success. But it is crazy to think that these jobs are like this. People working 2-3 jobs and still can't even afford to pay their rent, can't afford to eat, can't afford to pay their bills. It's insane. And what makes this even crazier is most of these people don't even want to be working these jobs. So you have an entire job that's filled with 40, 50 employees that don't even want to be there. They're just there because they're trying to make just enough money to be able to survive. It's insane. But yeah, that is it for this video. I do want to know what you guys think about this topic. I know a lot of people have harsh feelings against the job market and how most of these jobs are just dead-end jobs. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Now, if you did like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for the next upload. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.